Hi, folks. Johnny the Realtor with another topic for you. HOA, how does that work? And is it a good thing? What are the pros and cons? So when my clients come to me and ask me about this, I always tell them that you really have to analyze how you feel about other people telling you what to do with your property. Sometimes people want that. Sometimes people might need that, right? Sometimes these are people that maybe need to have that discipline of, hey, well, you got to mow your lawn, or hey, you got to do this, or hey, you got to do that. But the majority of people, they don't want to be told what to do with their property. And so a lot of times my clients will say, let's look for a house that has no HOA. So I want to talk to you about 3 good things about an HOA and 3 bad things. So the pros and cons of having an HOA. So con number 1 is fees, right? The dreaded fees, right? There are fees for everything, it seems, and HOA is one of them. They do charge you a fee that is usually annually or quarterly. And so you really want to make sure that you're able to handle that. This is usually not included in your escrow, so you want to consider that it will be a bill that you have to remember to pay, and you have to make sure to be on time because sometimes they will penalize you. So you really want to make sure to pay that on time, because if you don't, they could actually end up trying to sue you or take the house away based on whatever your bylaws say, right? Those HOA bylaws are really important, and so you really want to read those carefully. The second con that I want to talk about is they tell you what to do with your yard, right? Nobody wants to be told that, right? People don't want to be told, hey, well, you can't build this fence, or hey, you can't let your yard grow, or hey, you can't park cars in front of the house, right? They will send you those letters, and you will have those neighbors that are going to be watching your every move to report you, right? And so you want to be prepared for how you're going to address that when they report you. And sometimes there can also be ramifications if you continue breaking the rules, right? So those are things you want to think about. The third thing I want to talk about is repairs to the community, right? That means that everybody has to pay for that, right? All of you have to pay for it. And so if the gate breaks, if you're in a gated community, that tends to be more expensive because the street, at least here in San Antonio, the street is privately owned if it's gated. And so you have to consider, are you okay with that? That means if the street has a problem, guess who fixed it? Right? So it's something that some people don't necessarily care for. That's why a lot of HOAs are not gated. But if it is, just keep in mind that there are usually more fees attached to that. And so every time something breaks in the community with an HOA, everybody's responsible for it. When you consider the lamp posts, the sprinkler systems, the landscaping, all that stuff is the responsibility of the HOA. The number 1 pro to having an HOA is uniformity, right? Everybody is doing the same thing. Everything looks the same. The houses look the same. The yards look the same. And basically you have people monitoring those property values to make sure that they stay up. So when you have somebody from the outside come to look at your community, if they're going to purchase a property, that presentation is going to look really good, right? Because they're driving into something that is very established, and it looks neat and organized, and it's structured and uniform, right? So if you like that, that's definitely a good thing. It keeps your values up. The second pro to having an HOA is community involvement. If you're somebody that really likes to get involved and help others and be a part of a team, HOA is just that, because you get to work as board members, you get to serve on committees, you get to make decisions about how your community is run. And so a lot of people like that because it gives you a chance to really grow and mingle and network and get to know who your neighbors are. The third pro to having an HOA is amenities, right? You get your pools, you get your parks, you get your beautiful trees, and you have all these amazing things to choose from within the community. For some people, this is a great thing. If they have families, they want to be able to have a place for their kids to hang out and really network and get to know other kids. So HOAs have pros and cons. You really want to be careful to examine each side. And like I said, if you're not going to go into a community that has an HOA, you definitely want to go and really interview the people and get to know who your neighbors are, what they're like. Do you like the other houses? Are you comfortable with the way they upkeep their houses? These are very important things to think about before you get your house. I hope this has really helped you, and I thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, pass it along, and please join us for other videos of content on your home buying and selling process. Until next time, Johnny the Realtor. Bye. Guess what? You're at the end of the video and you didn't fall asleep. That is great because as you can see, I have a really monotone voice. But if you're awake and you actually like this video, please subscribe for more related content. I promise not to put you to sleep. Have a great rest of the day and thanks for watching.